If you're looking for the best WordPress website hosting solution that comes with a free domain name, free email, and 24/7 customer support at a ridiculously low price, then you've come to the right place. The only cost you have to get your WordPress website ready is to go get web hosting. And that's where your WordPress website lives. And with the right web host, you'll get a free domain, which is a value of anywhere between $15 to $150, as well as you're going to get a free SSL key, which stands for Secure Socket Layer. Essentially, it makes your WordPress website secure, and that is a value of $99. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis. I'm a 7-figure e-commerce seller, and I've been selling online for over 10 years. So I know how important it is to your success online to have a secure and reliable website host for WordPress. And before we get started, make sure to smash the like button because I spent hundreds of hours researching for this video, and I promise this is going to be a very helpful video for you if you're looking to start a WordPress website. And I know it can be frustrating to find a great web hosting company because there are hundreds of choices out there. And how do you know which one of these is the best? You have to understand that nearly all web hosting review websites are actually paid for their reviews. So when you go to a website where they're reviewing the best hosting companies, oftentimes the number one company that they choose is the company that paid them the most amount of money. But in this video, I'm going to give you an unbiased look at what is the best hosting company. Because I've been testing hosting companies for over 10 years and I've tried them all. And not all web hosting companies are created equal. There are only a few that stand out from the rest. And with over 10 years of experience, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which hosting company you should go with. And I looked at the speed, cost, customer support, reliability, and downtime. It's taken me years, but I found what I think is the best hosting company out there. And I'm going to show you exactly which of these companies that I would recommend. And I reviewed dozens of hosting companies: Bluehost, HostGator, SiteGround, GoDaddy, WP Engine, and a ton of others that I've been in the process of reviewing, and I've narrowed it down to who I think the winner is. And in my opinion, the best hosting company, bang for your buck, is Hostinger, because they're one of the fastest hosting companies out there. They have great customer service, uptime of over 99.9%. And on top of all of that, they are one of the most affordable. And I actually have the hookup with Hostinger. I negotiated a discount code with them. And if you use the coupon code Travis, you'll get an extra 10% off. There is a link down below to Hostinger and a bunch of other hosts. If you don't want to go with Hostinger, you don't need to go with them. They are my favorite, and I do have that extra 10% off coupon code. But no matter which hosting company you choose, use one of the links down below. One of the ways that I made this an unbiased video is I actually signed up for the affiliate program for every hosting company. So I really don't care which one you use, but I do recommend and I do think that Hostinger is the best company out there. So the first step is to click the link down below for Hostinger or whatever hosting company you want to sign up with. And we're going to click on Start Now. Now, Hostinger has 3 different plans. They have the premium plan, the business plan, and cloud startup. And you need to choose the best plan for you and your new WordPress website. Hostinger's plans all come with essential features like SSL certificates and daily backups, which are really important to make sure your new store is secure and reliable. With the premium plan, which is only $2, you can have over 100 websites, which is more websites than you'll probably ever need. And you also get free email with that, which is a great value. And then with the business option, which is $3, it has 200 gigabytes of storage, daily backups, which can be really important in case anything happens to your site. And you can just go back to, like if there's an issue that comes up, you can just go back and restore to how it looked the day before or something like that and fix everything. Then there's the cloud startup plan. And this is a great option. It's only $7 and you get 300 sites and 300 gigabytes of storage plus a free CDN, which is a content delivery network. It makes it so your website is even faster. Now, I recommend for most people watching this video going with the business plan, but go with whatever plan is best for you. And now we're going to fill out some information about how long we want our plan to be. The trick here is if you want to save the most money possible, you're going to pick the longest plan possible. It's set up so you'll save more money the longer your plan is. But if you look here at 48 months, you'll get 2 months for free, and it's only $3 per month at that rate. Plus you get my discount with the 10% off if you use the coupon code Travis. Then all you have to do is scroll down and fill out your billing information and personal details. So we'll put in my first name here, my last name, and then my address, which I'll blur out. And once you fill that out, obviously make sure you use that coupon code I keep talking about, Travis, to get that 10% off. And then we're gonna go to the very bottom and click on submit, and boom, now you have hosting for your WordPress website. Now here's the second step you'll take, which is to actually set up your website. And after trying so many different hosting companies out there, Hostinger actually makes this process of setting up a WordPress website very easy. With a lot of hosting companies, it's very complicated, but you can see right here with Hostinger, it only takes a couple clicks. They have that one-click WordPress install. Now we're on to the next step of setting up your website, and we're gonna be setting up a WordPress website where we're gonna add the WooCommerce functionality. This is actually gonna be an online store. So a WordPress website is where you can it's a website, right? But when you add the WooCommerce plugin, it makes it so people can buy things from your WordPress site. This page asks, who is your website for? And you'll just click on myself or my business because that's who the website's for. Then we're gonna click on next. And this next page asks, do you want to create or migrate your website? That means, are you starting your website from scratch, or do you already have a website with a different hosting company that you want to migrate over to Hostinger? And if that's the case, Hostinger does make it easy to migrate websites from other hosts. But right now with this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to start a WordPress website from scratch. So we're just gonna click on this button here, click create, and then click next. And right here on this page, you've got to choose the way to build your new website. And Hostinger gives you two options, WordPress with AI or Hostinger Website Builder. If you choose this AI option, keep in mind, it isn't all AI. It's not gonna magically be done for you. You do have control over everything. Then you can click next right here, and that brings you to creating your login details for your WordPress account. Now you've already created Hostinger login details at this point, but this is different because you have login details for your Hostinger account, but then for every individual WordPress website, you're going to have to do new login details. And this allows you to log in specifically to that WordPress website. And then we're going to choose what language we want. And in this case, it's going to be English. Admin email, I'll type in my email, but you'll put whatever your email is here, obviously. And then we're going to create a password. Again, Hostinger makes this simple, so once you're finished, just click on next. We're building an online store for my new product, Carnivore Electrolytes, which I just recently launched. And usually on this YouTube channel, that's what I talk about. I talk about how to create unique products and sell them on Amazon. But if you are selling products online, it is important that you have a website. Even if you're selling products on Amazon, it's still good to have your own online store. And now make sure to pay attention because we're gonna be talking about something really important here. And this next section is about building your store. We're gonna get into this customization later, but this is the base to set up the key tools you'll need for a successful WordPress site. So pay attention to this step. This is where you need to choose how you wanna start building your online store. There are a few ready-made websites where you'll just need to update the images, text, header, and make the coloring fit your brand. In my opinion, this is the easiest option, and it makes it easy and fast for you because you've got this base template. You only need to tweak a couple of options to make it fully customized to fit your specific needs. So we'll select pre-built templates and click next here. And right on this screen here are the templates for your online stores. So to choose one of these, scroll through them and find the one that's right for you in your new WordPress site. There are some really sleek looking options here, but being creative and customizing your website is up to you. And when you're choosing the template for your website, make sure that it looks good on both desktop and on mobile phones, because most people right now, I think it's like 70% of people actually go to websites on their phone, but we still have around 30% of people that are going to websites on their computer. Even though this template isn't perfect, it'll be pretty easy to change it up and make it perfect for what we're building. Now we're just gonna click on next down here. And at this point, we're gonna select plugins for our website. I recommend just doing this manually and selecting which plugins you want. So I would recommend clicking on no, I'll select the plugins manually. This will allow you to pick exactly which plugins you want for your website. And plugins are basically just added functionality because out of the box, WordPress does a lot of things. But if you want to add features and functionality, for instance, WooCommerce is a plugin to WordPress. WooCommerce gives you the ability to sell things. There's also plugins that will give you email pop-ups or email captures or pretty much any feature you can think of, you can have a plugin that's going to help you to get that ready. And WooCommerce is really the only plugin that you're going to need. For our store, Carnivore Electrolytes that we're doing right now, it's an e-commerce store and we're selling products, so we're going to select the WooCommerce plugin. But if you are selling products, you will need to create a product listing, which involves a title for the listing that you'll be selling your product on, as well as a description, because that's what customers actually look at. And you're also gonna have to add in some photos. And you can use AI to help you with this entire process. Carnivore electrolytes, we've already done the hard work in research. We used a program called Helium 10 to figure out what keywords we want to put in our title. In fact, we already created an entire listing for this product for Amazon. And if you are creating an Amazon business, or if you're selling a physical product, I recommend going with fbacreatives.com. I have a coupon code for them as well, Travis50. It'll get you 50% off your order. And they'll create your images, your headline, your title, your description, everything for you. They're able to do all of that. You don't need to rely on AI, because oftentimes AI is not going to do as good of a job as an actual company will. The next thing that we're going to talk about is getting your domain name. And with Hostinger, you can get a free domain name. And a domain name is the www.whatever.com you want your website to be hosted at. And one of the great things about Hostinger is the ability to choose the best domain extension for your site. This is the .com, .store, .org. Australian websites end with .au, and for the IRS, they use .gov, for example. But for you, there are a lot of good options. Obviously, .com is the king, but sometimes you can't get the .com. So a couple other options, especially if you have an online store, is .store or .online. But before I reveal why these can help your business, you need to understand the differences. .online is a general extension, similar to the ending a website with .com, whereas .store really helps customers instantly know your site is a place to buy something. You can always use .com, but with over 1.1 billion websites out there, you might find your store name has already been taken with the .com. So a unique domain extension is a great option. For instance, if for carnivore electrolytes, I couldn't get carnivoreelectrolytes.com, I could do carnivoreelectrolytes.store. Nowadays, a lot of people just Google the name of a store. Most people aren't just putting the website in the URL, because the websites are already taken. So a lot of times people are just going to Google, they're typing in what they're looking for, and they find it that way. And .com does help you to rank in the Google algorithm, but .store or .online are both great options. And this also does help to brand your store, and it makes it very obvious that people are looking to buy something if you have .store, that people can purchase something if they use that domain extension. So we're going to make sure that we set up our domain name here. Now we're almost done. There's only one more question really that Hostinger asks, and that is, where is your online store target audience? They have a drop-down menu that makes it easy to scroll and choose your target market area. So just click whichever is best for you and your business, and then click on next. And then Hostinger will use all your information to install the perfect WordPress site for your new business. It's as easy as that. And at this point, you'll arrive at the Hostinger dashboard. There's a menu on the left, and there's a lot of options here, but you just move your mouse down here and simply click WordPress, and on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see admin panel just here. Go ahead and click that button, and boom, now you've arrived at the WordPress dashboard. And we're ready at this point to start customizing our website. You can see the sidebar, and there are a lot of options, but don't let that overwhelm you. They're all quite simple, and to make your website look really professional, you're gonna wanna customize it. So to do this, go right to the appearance option on the sidebar, and then click customize, and you can slowly start changing every aspect of your website. It's very easy, because you can see here there are a lot of drag and drop tools. You just click on different elements you want to change, and with just a bit of focus and time investment here, in just a few minutes you'll be able to fully customize your WordPress website. Now, if you remember the plugin we added to turn our WordPress site into an online store that's called WooCommerce, that has already been added as a plugin. And so now you can follow the easy WooCommerce setup wizard to add a description for your products, set up your online payments, and configure your shipping options. And boom, using Hostinger as a host for your WordPress store with a few clicks and a simple plugin, your new online store will be ready to go. Now at this point, you have the full overview of everything you need to do to start your own online store. Again, I've talked about them throughout this video. I do highly recommend Hostinger. There is a link to them down below in the description. I have reviewed, and I have videos on this channel where I review every single hosting company out there. And for the most part, depending on what your circumstances are, Hostinger for like 98% of people is the hosting company I'd recommend. Obviously, there are more expensive hosting companies out there if you really want to make sure that you have the best, but even the ones that are a lot more expensive oftentimes are pretty similar quality to what you're getting with Hostinger. So again, I have a link to sign up for Hostinger down below in the description. So click on the link down below and start creating your own websites today. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.